I'm 15. I'm from Northeast. I'm in 10th grade. Um,
How long have you been at Dobbins for both years?
yeah, since 9th grade.
Okay.
I always wanted to come here.
Nice. Where'd you go to middle school?
Hardin.
Okay.
Middle school.
What made you want to come to Dobbins?
A lot of my family went here, and I just my brother and my cousin, my two cousins were here, and my other cousin. Mm-hmm. And plus, I like the programs that they got. Mm-hmm. The shops.
Mm-hmm. What shop are you in?
Culinary arts.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I like cooking.
Yeah. Would you like to do something in culinary after this, or do you think?
I used to want to go to college for cooking, but now I will be a doctor.
Yeah.
Deliver babies.
That's what's up. What made you want to take that direction rather than like cooking?
Because it was always something I wanted to do, mm-hmm. but like I just always liked the cooking, and my mom and dad they like me to do that too. Mm-hmm. But it's not something that I want to do no more. Yeah. I still like it, but I'd rather do something else when I graduate.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. I feel like there's definitely like there's things that like you really like to do, and then there's things that like you feel like you could actually like really and plus, find yourself doing for like, your whole life, you know.
All the stuff that like we learn in biology is so much more interesting.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing that we've learned so far?
About the sperm and the egg and the gametes and stuff.
Yeah, that's
and how babies get produced.
Mm-hmm.
And how they reproduce.
So high. So you liked like the whole fertilization and reproduction stuff?
Yeah, it's just interesting. Mm-hmm. Cause like people like know about it, but like they don't really know like how it happened and like the actual process.
Yeah.
So when you learn about it, it's just interesting.
It's kind of cool to like step almost like inside. So it's like you know like the babies are made, you know. But it's like
but you don't really know like the actual stuff that happened.
Totally. Do you remember any specific activities like during that unit or chapter that you liked?
What, like the little chromosomes and stuff?
Yeah.
Like
or like anything we did in class that you really liked?
I liked when we had to like make the babies, like to get the traits and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And how it's going to look, mm-hmm. and then draw how it actually the stuff like the mm-hmm. traits that it had.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, looking at like the developing embryos.
Yeah, and it's like that how the baby looked at it like what was it 5 weeks? Mm-hmm. How the baby was actually looking inside. That was fun. I looked at kind of nasty, but that was
fun. How do you think you learn best?
Probably like I think like I learn best like hands on actually like doing it because like when you actually doing it you actually like learning how to actually do it instead of just hearing it and supposed to memorize it. It's better when you actually do it like the process.
Yeah. What about like do you like to work with other people or do you think you work best on your own?
I like to work with other people but I think I like working with other people because it's better like when you got everybody ideas together and when we're all working as a team. But I work pretty good by myself too.
Yeah. I think both of them pretty good.
Yeah. But I like working with other people sometimes. And then sometimes on certain stuff I like just work by myself.
For sure. What's your favorite class that you're taking?
Right now? Biology.
Yeah. What about behind that?
And then it's shop culinary.
Okay.
And then English.
Okay. And you think biology's your favorite because it's most interesting?
Yeah, it's just interesting, like how we learn and stuff, and like it's just interesting to step inside and see how everything really is. And we do a lot of activities, like we learn it, and then the activities that we do with it. It's just the best. out of all the classes.
Nice. Is there anything that you don't like about what we do in class?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just...
if we could do more of something, what would you like to do more of?
The baby stuff.
Baby stuff?
Yeah.
It's like going...
Because when I go to college, I want, like, deliver babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I probably want to do more of that.
Mm-hmm. Be cool if Dobbins had, like kind of like science electives where, like, you could, like, choose to take, like, an elective where it's, like, more focused on something.
Yeah, like, the main thing you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm. Because I think, like, one of the bummers about, like our biology class is, like, we have to cover so much over, like, the span of the year that you can't...
spend so much time
Yeah, it's like you really can't, like, just, like, focus on one thing for, like, really long.
Gotta move on.
Yeah, totally. You kind of mentioned this, but, like, what ways do you think you have a harder time learning? Or, like, in what kind of classroom or what kind of environment do you think makes it harder for you to learn?
So it's harder to learn in the bigger classes. Because, like, so many kids, and it just be noisy. And, like, you can't really concentrate. And then you got a teacher that's not as mean, per se. Like, it's just harder to learn. That's why I like to work in, like, smaller groups.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, kind of more controlled and focused.
Yeah, like, because when there's too many kids, like, nobody can really focus. Nobody can concentrate. It's just so many different people that just, it's too much sometimes.
What about, like, reading and stuff? Like, do you think reading... So, like, in our class, like, when we've done, like, reading through the chapter and, like, or, like, answering questions on a chapter, like, is that helpful, do you think? Or do you think there would be a better way to do that? Or
no, it's helpful because, like, once you read it, like, and then the questions at the end, especially the package that we get, because, like, everything is still right there if you need to go back. And if you really did read it, like, it's just going to be easier to go through the questions. If you really do read it.
How do you approach reading? Like, and that's kind of like an abstract question, I know, but kind of like when someone gives you, like, a set of reading, like, do you read all the way through it, or do you, like, chunk it and take notes?
No, I like, first I'm going to read, like, if it's, like, a question and answer, first I'm going to read the questions, and then I'm going to take it probably, like, 2 paragraphs at a time, and then write, like, what's the main stuff in that part, and then, like, continue like that. Because you read it all through, you're going to forget some stuff. Like, so it's best to take notes while you're reading.
Yeah.
This is going to make it easier.
Totally. What about, like, partner work? Like, when it's just, like, you and someone else? Like, I think we've done a couple where it was, like, I think it was, like, you and Amina working together, or, like, you and one other person. Like, what do you think about that?
It's just, I think, for some people it's better like that, because there's some stuff that you're not going to know that your partner can help you with, and there's some stuff your partner probably don't know that you can help them with. So sometimes it's better to work with 2 people so that you don't feel like you got to just, like, do everything on your, like, by yourself.
Yeah. What ways do you think it's not so good?
Because some people, like, if you got, like, a lazy partner, like, you're going to be doing all the work, and the other person just going to be like, oh, did you write? Oh, let me see. And then you got to start so you can, like, don't copy your paper. And then they're just not even looking for nothing. You just got to do everything on your own. And it's just no help. Yeah.
Like, one of the hardest things about, like, group work and partner work is actually getting 2 people to, like, collaborate. It's, like, actually do it together rather than, like, passing the paper kind of thing, you know?
Just copy this. I'm writing the answer, you copy that. Like.
No, totally. So you said, like, you had a handful of classes that you didn't really like so much. Like, what do you think would make those classes better?
I don't know. Like one class in particular is like geometry. I honestly think it's not even the class. It's so much as the teacher and the kids, because that's kind of like a big class, and the teacher like she don't scream and like she real nice. So it's like we don't really learn nothing. She don't explain nothing. Like she just, since she can't really talk because there's too many kids, she just give us the work and be like, give us the work, give us a book, and you find it on your own.
Yeah. So, here it is. Now you do it.
Yeah, like that make it hard because we didn't go over nothing. We didn't learn nothing. Like you just gotta do everything on your own.
Think it'd be better if she like taught it.
Yeah, like taught it, explained it, then give us some work on it. But.
Yeah. No, totally. I'm trying to think of the good questions. Let's see. What do you think, like, the most important part of, like, a class is? So, like, I mean, like, the most important part of, like, whether or not you're going to do well in a class. It's like, do you think it's, like, the content or, like, how they teach it?
Yeah.
Or, like, what the students are doing?
No, I definitely think it's how it's taught. Like, some teachers, like how they teach it, people don't get it. Some people don't understand it. Like, it's just, and then, like, sometimes they just say a whole bunch of complicated stuff for the simplest thing. So it's like, how it's taught is definitely, like, what makes everyone pass or not. Because how they teach some stuff, people don't get it.
Yeah.
So they can't do good. They don't understand what they're doing.
So let's say a teacher teaches one way and one student totally gets it, like they totally understand it, but one student like just doesn't understand it at all. What do you think the teacher should do there?
I think like if it's like one or two students, the teacher could like try to, like, if everybody get it and it's just that couple students that don't, like, put in, like, a small group and try to explain it better and, like, break it down more. So, like, it's easier for them because they probably, like, don't understand how you do it all together. Like, I think if you break it down some more, like, then they'll probably get it more.
Yeah, totally. Maybe, like, teach it different ways.
Yeah, like, show it different ways instead of the one way you taught the class. If it's like a different way, a simpler way, I teach it that way to their kid individually. Because some people, they learn differently. Like some kids might understand it how you do it, but some kids might need it taught more and simplified. So
yeah, absolutely. No, totally. That's what I'm like really doing my research on, is I'm trying to figure out like how students learn best, and then how I can like try and take that information and like teach them better.
Some kids learn best like when it's just them and the teacher, like, and it's broke down to them. That's how some kids learn.
Yeah, totally. That's pretty much all the questions I have, but thank you.